Q1.
I think that's pretty reasonable. I mean, I don't know 100%. I mean, it could come Q4. I mean, later this quarter. It just depends on, not just about getting a sales and distribution deal, but what kind of PR campaign, what kind of money do they want to put into marketing? How much do they believe how many eyes do they think it's going to get? So they want to delay release for when everybody's home for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like, there's a lot of different variables in there.
Do you think they'll want to chop it up to docuseries, and that could delay it some?
I don't know.
I'm thinking like, part of me is like, man, I really don't want that to happen. But other part of me is like, what if we did RH documentary over 8-week period? Every week a new episode comes out.
I think there's an opportunity for both. Now, and the film crew may castrate me for saying this later, but we've got so much content that why not have, like a big banger full-length film, like documentary that like gets people fired up one way or the other, and then drop another 8 episodes of all the material and content that didn't make it into the documentary.
If I was watching something like that, I'm trying to think, just putting myself into just anything else. If there was some documentary that came out that was like, okay, here's like, maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours of like this guy's story. It's super interesting, fascinating stuff, all those things. And then they're like, also, and then, you get all excited about that. You enjoy it. You like it. You're interested. You're intrigued. And then you hear a week or two later, oh, also they're doing a docu-series to even go even further. They got so much stuff. I would be excited about it. But yes, I like that. Please do that. I would like that to happen.
Yeah, a little follow-up, a little more in-depth, a little more story around the community that follows and the people that care about whether this thing does well or doesn't. So, after watching the Trust Nobody documentary, I would have loved 8 little mini-series afterwards that went into more depth and more about the characters, the people who lost, that had their money on the exchange, or the people who made a bunch of money and pulled it off in time. Like, I would have loved to have watched those little stories had they been available.
Shaking up Netflix and chill. It's going to be get rich and chill.
Yeah, there we go. I like it. I would like to see personally, but I have no idea the timeline and if this is possible. I'd love to see a big player in the OTT space coordinate a theater release and on their streaming platform, and then it be sometime around Thanksgiving and Christmas, sometime in there, because there's a lot of people that'll be home ready to watch. Personally, I think the best time, I used to take, when I owned my insurance agency, I used to take Christmas to actually Christmas Eve off all the way through the new year. So I'd take a whole week off. And I did that on purpose. Sometimes it was 10 days, depending on where it fell in the middle of the week. But I wouldn't come back till January 2nd. And I think a lot of people, especially that own their own businesses, professionals and self-employed people, that's a great time because you're already home with the family. Be a great time to get a lot of eyes on this thing. But I don't have any idea. I'm not in the decision-making process on that. And I don't have any insider info on that I can give you guys right now.